At the beginning of this year, one thing that I was not thinking about was getting our church ready to do most of its communication only by electronic means. Yet here we are. And the first thing I want to say to you is that, like so many of you, I am feeling it. There's sadness, some shock, a degree of stress, and undergirding all of that, a bunch of uncertainties. And I know that some of you are feeling it more intensely than I am. Secondly, I want to assure you that I've been praying for you all, and I'll continue to pray for you. I'm no great prayer warrior, and my prayers as a pastor don't get a special hearing before God. We all come into the heavenly throne room as equals. But I want you to know that Fiona and I are praying for you because you're on our minds. You are our spiritual family. And just as we love and pray for our earthly family, and we're missing them deeply at the moment, so we love and pray for you. As we move into this new way of doing and being church, we do it together, even though we're physically apart. We will be grieving together, adjusting together, learning together, and most importantly, we'll be growing together. I say most importantly because I fervently believe that God is bringing his people into a season of growth. That's what happens when the things that we're used to, the things that we rely on, are stripped away from us. We discover that some things that seemed important are really not that important. And we realise that some of the things that definitely are important can perhaps be maintained in different ways that we hadn't thought of before. Over these next few weeks, we'll be developing plans and putting them into action. They'll include things like providing a form of church service, both online and in print, ensuring that we stay in touch with each other, especially via phone calls, emails and notes, working with Bible study groups to facilitate remote meetings through internet communications, helping each other look out for those in particular need and getting assistance to them where we can, setting up regular communications about our church life over the coming weeks. As these things are set in place, I'll continue to advise you by email from time to time. For those who don't have email, where possible, we'll get a written note to you. I hope also, however, that those of us who do receive the information by electronic means will hop on the phone to those who don't and pass the news on. As we considered in church last Sunday, in a world that continues to be in turmoil, our calling as followers of Jesus is to live as children of light. That's what the Apostle Paul wrote in Ephesians 5, verses 8 and 10. You were once darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. Live as children of light and learn what pleases the Lord. My prayer for each one of us is that as we learn to lean on our Heavenly Father and trust him more, as we read his word and pray to him each day, that our lives will be filled with the light of his truth. Once that happens, living as children of light will flow naturally, and we will be a blessing to that troubled world in which we live. May God's light, peace and joy rest on each one of us. Talk to you again soon.